And we are live. What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here. I don't expect too many people here tonight. Charles is already live, which is fine. I just need to get this off my chest. As the title states, this is a Me Too rant. More like a ramble, but a rant. I've been noticing a lot on TikTok. Ladies on videos talking about where are the men at? How come the single men don't want to meet up with the single ladies? Well, for those of you who haven't seen my shorts, take a look at shout out to my shorts. We'll take a look at my shorts. I flat out say that's the price you pay for Me Too. That's the price you pay for having all of these ridiculous standards. You have made you have made dating so unbearable to the point where men have checked out. So now you have some white and some black women online saying, "Where are all the good men at? How come there ain't no good men around? How come men don't come to the club anymore?" What's going on, Sean? Well, as I said, y'all didn't think there was a price to pay for Me Too. Y'all didn't think there was a price to pay for putting all these ridiculous standards. Y'all have got so ridiculous now. Not even Cheesecake Factory is good enough for you now. But y'all asking where all the men at. To make a long story short, we've checked out, and there's nothing you can do about that. Now, well, actually, there is something you can do about that. You can stop playing around and stop this Me Too crap. It's gotten so bad now. Uh, a man can't go to the gym and look around because he has to worry about some heifer accusing him of SA or anything else or harassment because he's looking her way while she's working out, and he's not even trying to look at her. He just maybe looking at something randomly in the gym, which is easy to do when you're in a weight room, when you're in a public weight room like that. But y'all want to, but y'all thought there was no price to pay for that Me Too crap y'all pulled about a few years ago, especially on Bill Cosby. Y'all thought there was no price to pay for that. And let's talk about Bill Cosby for a minute. Bill Cosby actually had his civil rights violated because the prosecutor that went against him opened a sealed contract that was supposed to be sealed to go after Bill Cosby, and he ended up in jail for 3 years. And once it got to the appeals court, they overturned that crap and they let Bill Cosby out, and the Supreme Court won't even hear it. But all because of this Me Too crap. And actually, to be fair, this is actually Obama's fault because he decided to because he wrote the "My Dear Colleague" letter, which spread it into colleges and then it got out into society. That's why you had a lot of brothers who are accused of SA and or rape in college, and they couldn't even face their accuser in college, which is utter absurdity. They would get accused of rape in college, and they couldn't even see who their accuser was. Now that's a violation of your rights in so many ways, but y'all wondering why? But now y'all wondering why men Don't want to be around y'all. For those of you just coming in, like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app and support the show. This won't be a long one, but y'all wonder why men don't want to deal with y'all? You wonder why these young dudes are checking out, either checking out or dating outside the expanding their options to overseas? Y'all wonder, you wondering about that? Well, thank me too. Thank the feminist movement. Some of y'all thought you could falsely accuse men of stuff forever and thought there would be no repercussions for that. Well, that's not so, Cupcake, and y'all gonna have to get over that. But yeah. There are a lot of white women, women walk races like, where are the men at? How come the men don't want to date single women anymore? Well, y'all ruined the dating market. Apparently, there's a list going around where these heifers have 28 things a man can't do, and some of the stuff on that list is absurd. Can't go to Cheesecake Factory yet. Cheesecake Factory's on there. There are some women who actually believe they're too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Why, I don't know. Granted, it's not granted it's a mid tier restaurant, but it's not a crappy restaurant either. But some of them say you can't even take them on a local date to your, can't take them to family functions. You can't take them to church. Yeah, that was on there too. But then people wonder why men have checked out and don't want to date anymore. You get all these requirements. He got to spend $200 on a date. A lot of men ain't got. Well, some men might have that kind of money, but why should you spend $200 on you and you just a dinner date? You just trying to get a meal. Why would I spend $200 on that? That you're not even giving up pussy. You just going on a dinner date. Why would I spend $200 on you? Just saying. But then y'all sit here and wonder why men don't want to date you. Oh, don't forget you gotta make six figures in order to be with me. Okay, that's a single digit percent of the male population that makes six figures in the United States. And y'all wondering why men are checking out and not looking for y'all. Ever think about that? But this Me Too crap, y'all didn't think there's no price to pay for that, did you? And let me be clear, when I say Me Too, I am not talking about actual SA and rape victims. Let me be clear again. Let me say that again. I am not talking about real SA and rape victims. I'm talking about the ones who fake it. You know you fake it. You know who create false allegations against men just to get them in trouble because they mad. That's who I'm talking to when I talk about Me Too. Y'all thought there was no price to pay for that? Hmm. Here's what it is. But yeah, there's a price to pay for that. Maybe y'all thought there wasn't a price to pay for that, but there's a price to pay for that. And now y'all suffering the consequences, and apparently the U.S. is too. Why y'all think they try? Why you think they why you think they got rid of abortion in the states? Why do you think they turned abortion back over to the states? Because um, I'll just come out and say it. White women aren't having enough children. America as a whole are not having enough children. That's why, unfortunately, that's one of the reasons why they're importing immigrants because Americans are not having enough children. Well, that's the price you pay when you let feminism run amok. And y'all hit the Cash App and support the show for this knowledge. That's the price you pay when you let feminism run amok. Uh, and it is what it is. You don't have to like it, but some of y'all crying about where are the men at? Some of you same women didn't think there was a price to pay for me too, and you need to be called out for it. If you don't like what I've said about that, well, you can always go kick rocks, but it is what it is. And other news, this like I said, it's not going to be a very long stream. In other news, we the Israel Palestine fight is still going on, and Hamas has released some of its hostages. Fortunately, Hamas has released some of its hostages. I believe they've released some older hostages, and I hope they can resolve this conflict without starting World War III. And I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. I honestly hope they can resolve this conflict without starting World War III. And shout out to the some of the Israeli families who being held hostage. They're demanding that Israel let all the hostages be released before uh, they even think about setting foot in sending ground troops in Gaza. And quite frankly, the way Israel's bombing Gaza now, I don't blame them. For those who haven't heard, Israel allegedly has bombed a church, and a former congressman, usually Congress or Senate congressman's family was in that church, including an infant, and they got killed. So, and let's not get twisted. I am not condoning Hamas's actions, but I'm not going to sit up here and pretend Israel can do no wrong either. Take that how you want. If you don't like it, go kick rocks. I am not anti-Semitic. You can claim that crap, but uh, but you can't. But I call a spade a spade. Yes, Hamas is wrong for what they did to Israel, but that doesn't give Israel excuse to commit war crimes. Yeah, I said it. If you don't like it, you can always kick rocks. But in other news, Republicans claim that they're going to elect another speaker. I believe it when I see it. And well, yeah, that's your news for today. Biden still sucks. Bidenomics still sucks. And I plan to vote for Trump, whether black people cry about it or not. But like I said, this was not never going to be a too long of a stream. This want to get some thoughts off my chest. Thank you all who came through. I'll probably be on tomorrow if I have time. I was supposed to do this stream yesterday, but I got caught up with something else. But thank you all that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace. I will be on Art New Stalls later if he has a stream.